Hello guys. So I'll start with a story. Karan uncle is into trading. He has found this new stock called Masala Corp Limited and he wants to buy 1,000 shares of this company. Now, just to make a wise decision, a calculated decision, he has tracked the stock prices for Masala Corporation for 9 days. Including day 0 it will be 10 days. So let's say day 0 Sunday, the cost was 2500. The price was 2500 per share. On Monday, the stock closed at 2480. On Tuesday, the stock closed at 2500. On Wednesday, the stock closed at 2470. On Thursday, stock closed at 2510. On Friday, the stock closed at 2500. On Saturday, the stock closed at 2520. On the next Sunday, that is day 7 now, stock closed at 2550. On the next Monday, that is day 8, the stock closed at 2495. And on day 9, Tuesday, stock closed at 2535. Now, this is Wednesday, and we are analyzing the situation, the entire situation. And Karan Uncle wants help analyzing all this data. So, Karan Uncle has a nephew, Arjun, and Arjun is a competitive programmer. So there are two approaches, like Arjun explains his uncle. First is the brute force approach, and second is the better approach, the wiser method or the faster approach. Now, before we get into the actual discussion of this, let me tell you something about what exactly are the trading mechanics at the Bombay Stock Exchange. So, firstly, there are three trading sessions, you can say. First is pre opening, which is 9 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. for order placement or modification. Then normal trading happens between 9:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So this is the window where live buying or selling takes place. And post closing is 3:40 p.m. to 4 p.m. where aftermarket orders for the next day are placed. Now we are not talking about intraday trading. Intraday trading means buying and selling within the same 9:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. window of the same day. We are not talking about that. Okay, this is too risky. Okay, so what we are into is BTST, which is buy today, sell tomorrow, and longer windows, delivery trading. So we are either into BTST or delivery trading. That is, you buy on day one and sell on day three or further. That is called delivery trading, or BTST, buy on day zero, sell on day one, buy on day one, sell on day two, and so on. Okay. So now let's go through the brute force approach. So Karan Uncle buys the stock on Sunday at 2500 and sells it on Monday at 2480. So a loss of rupees 20 per share is incurred. So we'll denote it as minus 20. Now, let's say Karan Uncle buys on Monday 2480 and sells on Tuesday. So in that case, plus 20. If Karan Uncle buys on Tuesday and sells on Wednesday, it is 2500, and let's say it closes on Wednesday at 2470, right? So it is minus 30. If he buys on Wednesday and sells on Thursday, it is plus 40. If he buys on Thursday and sells on Friday, it is minus 10. If he buys on Friday and sells on Saturday, it is plus 20. If he buys on Saturday and sells on Sunday, it is plus 20. If he buys on Sunday and sells on Monday, it is minus 45. And if he buys on Monday and sells on Tuesday, it is plus 40. Now, what is the best single day, or you can say what is the best BTST trade possible here? So that would be day 4, that is Wednesday to Thursday. Okay, so on Wednesday it was 2470, bought on Wednesday and sold on Thursday. So that was plus 40 per share profit. Now let's talk about delivery trading 2-day holdings. So he buys on Sunday and sells on Tuesday. So there is zero profit or loss, right? Then he buys on Monday and sells on Wednesday. It is minus 10. Buys on Tuesday, sells on Thursday. So it is plus 10. Buys on Wednesday and sells on Friday. It is plus 30. Buys on Thursday and sells on Saturday. So it is plus 10. Buys on Friday and sells on Sunday. So it is plus 40. Buys on Saturday and sells on Monday. It is minus 25. And buys on Sunday, sells on Tuesday is minus 5. Okay, so in this case, the best 2 day or delivery trade for 2 days is day 6 to 7. Bought on Friday, that is at 2500, and sold on Sunday, that is 2540. Again, plus 40 per share. Now, similarly, we can gauge all the three day holding scenarios, 4 day holding scenarios. But let me tell you the answer. We can do this by brute force. But the best 4 days are the days 4, 5, 6, 7. Buy on Wednesday at 2470 and sell on Sunday at 2540 with plus 70 rupees or profit or 70 rupees per share. So now let's discuss the smart way to do this. Day 0 Sunday, stocks closes at 2500. This will serve as our starting reference point for analysis. Day 1 Monday, price falls to 2480, so loss is minus 20. Now if uncle would have bought on Sunday at 2500 and sold on Monday at 2480, he would have lost 20. So we'll maintain a variable called as best profit so far, hindsight, that is equal to minus 20. Okay. Now Tuesday, day 2, price rises to 2500. Now if uncle would have continued holding from Sunday to Tuesday, total would be minus 20 plus 20 equal to 0. No net profit, no net loss. If uncle would have freshly bought on Monday at 2480 and sold on Tuesday at 2500, profit would be 20. So this is the better option in hindsight. That is fresh buy yesterday, which gives plus 20 profit. So therefore, we'll say that the best profit so far is 20. Okay, so a fresh start on Monday would have worked. Day 3, Wednesday, price drops to 2470. So if we compare it to Tuesday, there is a loss of minus 30 from Tuesday. Now, if uncle would have continued holding from Monday's buy, total would have been plus 20 minus 30 equal to minus 10. If uncle would have freshly bought on Tuesday and sold today, that is on Wednesday, loss would be equal to minus 30. So better in hindsight is to continue with the Monday trick, and in that case, our current total will be minus 10. So best profit so far is still um, plus 20. Okay. Now day 4, Thursday, prices jump to 2510. Okay. So if you compare it with Wednesday, there is a gain of plus 40. Now, if uncle would have continued from Monday's streak, total would be minus 10 plus 40, which is plus 30. If the uncle would have freshly bought on Wednesday at 2470 and sold today at 2510, profit would be plus 40. Now, which is better out of the two? The better is to have a fresh start with a purchase on Wednesday, buying on Wednesday and selling on Thursday. So that would give you plus 40 profit. So now the best profit we have seen so far is plus 40. Now day 5, Friday, prices fall to 2500. So it's a loss of 10 from Thursday, right? So if uncle would have continued from Wednesday's buy, total would be plus 40 minus 10 equal to 30. If uncle would have freshly bought yesterday, that is Thursday, at 2510 and sold today, that is Friday, loss would be 10. Better in hindsight is to continue the streak of 30. Okay. So the best profits seen so far is still 40. Now, day 6, Saturday, prices rise to 2520, which is a gain of 20 as compared to Friday. So if uncle would have continued from Wednesday's buy, total would be plus 30 plus 20, which is 50. And if uncle would have freshly bought on Friday and sold on Saturday, profit would be plus 20. So better in hindsight is to continue the streak. And we continue with the streak then. So the current streak remains at 50 or becomes 50. You can say 30 plus 20, 50. The starting point remains to be Wednesday. Okay. Now best profit so far is plus 50. Okay, now we have updated the best profit as you can see. Now day 7, price rises to 2540. If uncle would have continued from Wednesday's buy, total profit would be plus 50 plus 20, which is equal to plus 70. And if uncle would have freshly bought on Saturday at 2520 and sold on Sunday at 2540, still there would be a profit, but profit would be only 20. So it's better in hindsight to continue the streak from Wednesday. So the current streak is 70 and best profit seen so far is updated to 70. Now day 8, Monday, price drops to 2495, which is a loss of 45. If uncle would have continued from Wednesday's buy, total would be plus 70 minus 45, which is 25. If uncle would have freshly bought yesterday at 2540 and sold today, loss would be minus 45. So better in hindsight is equal to 25, right? Out of 25 and minus 45, better is 25. So continue with the streak. And best profit so far is still 70. Finally, day 9, prices rise to 2535. If uncle would have continued from Wednesday's buy, so the total would be 25 plus 40, which is equal to 65 total profit. And if uncle would have freshly bought yesterday, that is on Monday, and sold today, that is Tuesday, so bought on day 8 and sold on day 9, profit would be 40. So better in hindsight to continue the streak and it gives you 65, but best profit is still not updated, so it is still 70. So good recovery, but the best stretch still was day 4 to day 7. Feel free to explore the channel. This channel has videos on C, Python, Java, and even some ML shorts. Most of the content was as per the student requirements. So do share it with your friends or juniors. If you found this content useful, do like and subscribe. And if there is any CS, AI, ML, or data science topic that you would like explained, just drop it in the comments. Thank you.